touch wasn't the best. A switch of play here. This is Iqbal. Can he get there? He does. He goes past Aizil. And that is the first goal of the game. A straight ball.
Find the ball and then up the other end. Here they go again. Could be a clear header here. Well, they don't need the penalty. They'll score from open play. And it's Iqbal.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of SPL Social, the show just about the Singapore Premier League, guys. And in the show, we get to know a little bit more about the personalities that you guys like. And today we have a Geylang International special. We're joined by Leonard Koh, the team manager, and player Iqbal Hussain, who is back in the game after a year. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks for making the time here. We are back here at Dutch Colony, and you can check out their stuff. It's really, really good drinks and food. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Geylang season so far. Leonard, are you happy with the team's performance?
Can be better, all right? We always take one game at each time and definitely strive for the best, and to achieve top 4 of the league season and definitely qualify for AFC Cup. That's our main ambition.
Iqbal, you're back in the game, after a break. How does it feel to be back playing football again?
It's quite a good feeling. It's always something that I always want to do since young. So to be back, it's quite special. So yeah.
Okay, Leonard, I want to ask you, a little bit about where Geylang is at the moment. I mean, you said you want an AFC top 4 target. Are you guys happy with currently the players that you guys have and also Coach Noor Ali as well?
Okay, right. So usually for Geylang, we will just make do with whatever budget and teams that we have, and Coach Noor, knowing he's specializing in youth players, and believing in youth, he definitely gives the youth a chance to progress and definitely see what's next lah. Yeah.
Anyway, I want to ask you, Iqbal, based on what Leonard said as well, are you happy currently at Geylang? Of course, we've seen you score some goals, and you got quite emotional as well, but generally, how you feel about playing for Geylang?
I like it here, to be honest. I played here in 2020 and I know what Coach Noor wants, and I worked with Leonard since I was 15 years old. So
wow.
So technically most of the players all are current teammates and also previous teammates as well. So I think it's easy for me to just gel up with them, and I think in terms of philosophy of Geylang, they have huge history in the past, and I just hope that I can repeat it with my current team as well. So, yeah.
That's great. I mean, Geylang is known in Singapore as a very widely supported and historical team in football, which brings me to my next point, Leonard, about your role as a team manager. The role of team manager is often like an unsung hero, behind the scenes doing all this work. So can you maybe explain to us a bit more about what you do for Geylang?
Right, so we manage team affairs, team registrations and etc. Importantly, it's a link way between management and players and coaches. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. And
day to day, I'm sure it's a very packed schedule that you have. But you manage everything.
Yes, I do. Because we have a first team all the way to the COE youth teams to manage. So yeah, I mean, it's something that I really love to do. So not complaining a single thing.
For many of you who maybe follow Singapore football, you probably already know Leonard has gone through the ranks, not just as a team manager. He's even been a referee, he's done many things, a kit man, many roles. So it's very nice to see your growth now, Leonard. And speaking of that, Iqbal, I mean, I'm sure you're laughing now, but I'm sure you said you know Leonard for a while now. What do you like about working with Leonard?
He's very open to conversation, and he's always there when the players needs anything. And yeah, I mean, he's quite nice. He treats us like family. We are open with one another. We can always talk about anything, and in regards to the game or training or etc., he's always there to give us the details and everything. So we are thankful to have him since I was like 15 years old. So till now, I'm always thankful for him. So yeah.
Wow, since 15. Leonard, how does it feel to get the adulation from players?
Good, man. I mean, I served players as a kid man before, so there's nothing new. Coming up to team manager, it's always the respect. The word of respect. Two-way conversation. So yeah, happy to do that.
Fantastic. Okay, I want to ask you, Iqbal, you've played in the I-League in 2020 with Chennai, I believe, right? So what were some of your favourite memories? I know that you really enjoyed it, but if you can share with us some of your best memories, your moments there.
I think firstly, that's the life that I ever wanted since young, is like morning training, afternoon training, and then you stay in a 5-star hotel, and
wow.
So it's quite nice. So I think it's one of the best decisions I ever made in my career. The league there is quite tough. The intensity, the aggression, even the physique of the players all. And that's the reason why their ranking, India's ranking is quite high. And I'm quite honoured to be part of that so-called journey.
Do you miss it, Iqbal? Would you like to play overseas again one
Yeah,
day?
definitely. I actually got an offer from them again
Yep.
the following year, but that period was COVID, so it's very hard. And then I have like 4 months break, so they asked me to stay there alone. I don't want, so I came back for Hari Raya and Puasa to celebrate with my family. So yeah.
Hopefully, Iqbal, we get to see you again overseas. I think the I-League is still very unexplored territory, and you're one of the first ones from Singapore to do it. So of course, we're all very proud of you.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you, like, back to you, Leonard. I mean, do you think that we need to send our players overseas more? I know you're very much seeing a lot of foreign players here, but do we need players like Iqbal? Do we need to send them out more to get experience?
To be honest, yes. To be honest, yes. You know, local players needs to play at a higher level to get better, right? Come back. You see, the same as, the same as what Gabriel does back there in Thai Navy. You know, and Izwan also at Nong Pua, you know, back then. Yeah, I mean, these players needs to play overseas, get out of their comfort zone, so that they can come back more and come back and probably guide these other players to reach the better level.
And you know, speaking of comfort zone, Iqbal, I want to ask you, you're playing here now. So honestly, as a player, what do you think of the standard of football here? What needs to be improved and what's lacking?
I think there's a lot of things needed to be done here, but I know it takes one step at a time because we couldn't just want the result within the next day. So it takes a lot of changes from the bottom till the top. And yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not an expert in telling what to do or what needs to be done. I'm just a player. I'm just going to give my best for any club that I represent. So now I'm with Geylang. That's the only focus for now for me. So, yeah.
In terms of comparing the I-League and your time there to here, perhaps the players or the mentality that you had there, what's the key difference, when you were overseas and here?
Over there, I think in India, like it's really passionate. All the players are not say rich kind of background, so they really give their life even in training or even in matches. So I was like taken back by that. So that's one thing that I bring it once I came back here. Say that I don't take things for granted and just give everything, give my best. So yeah.
That's a fantastic way to live life in general. Don't take things for granted. Leonard, about taking things for granted, are we taking things for granted here in terms of Singapore football? Is time running out for us?
Time is never enough for us, right? So I feel that probably things can be better. Things can be better, right? If we have the right direction on what we want, right? Our neighboring countries are already excelling, right? Getting much better of us, but I'm sure there's something that we can do. What our country, Sport SG and FA can do. So just wait and see.
Do you think that, the route, since you're a team manager, I'm just very curious about the route of naturalization. Do you think it would make sense for us to naturalize more of our foreign players to play?
We used to have Chuli, Sichai, Ben, Danny, Farah, and after that we stopped. So and I don't know what happened after, but out of other countries, our neighboring countries again, Indonesia, and even Malaysia, we have Sumari and also, and many other players. These players are more than happy to actually come here as a second country, second home. It will bring up the level of football. But again, it depends on what's the direction, what our government wants. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, I want to ask you now, Iqbal, your favourite teammate at the moment. I'm sure you've played with many great guys at Geylang. Do you have a bestie, and also a best player you've played against from another team?
For me, I think in Geylang, I don't have favourites. If you can ask Leonard, I engage with everyone. So I treat them as like how I wanted to be treated as. And from the youngster till the experienced player, all are very nice and kind. And we always work together as one. So it's quite nice there. I mean, it's quite nice to be here. So, yeah.
And anyone from another team that you?
Definitely Maxine. I think there's a reason why people speak highly of him because of the quality he has. Played against him, not easy. Definitely one of the best players in the league. So yeah.
Leonard, you've worked with many players, in the past and also currently. What advice do you usually give your players? I'm sure they go to you for like, Leonard, help me out or something.
Yeah. So basically, for players, I always tell them give 100%. Don't regret after. right? Give 100%, get out of comfort zone, and don't regret after. Yeah.
Iqbal, what do you think of that advice?
Yeah. It helps me for the past 15 years. So yeah.
What about players who want to break into football? I'm talking about youths, you know, who are looking at a career as a pro player.
Give you 100% in trainings and matches, right? Then after that we let and then trust the process, and I'm sure you'll reach there one day.
And Leonard, what's your best and favourite memory of working at Geylang so far?
So far, it's definitely 2020 when we finished in the AFC spot.
Yes,
we qualified for
I remember
AFC, but 2021 was a tough COVID season and AFC Cup didn't happen. So something to remember and something to forget.
Oh, but it happens, you know. Finally, we are back. We have AFC back here. Iqbal, you know, fun fact, we were Googling and doing some research and we found out that you are a massive Harry Potter fan. Is that true?
I am a big fan of Harry Potter. I grew up watching it with my sister. Up till now, it's one of those movies where you can just sit back and relax and watch it over and over again. So,
Do you have a favourite character? And
definitely Harry. I like Harry Potter, like the main character, and Gryffindor is a nice house. So I got the costume and all that. So
wow, you got the Gryffindor costume. We need to see you in that. I think next time when you score, you need to wear the Gryffindor costume.
Ken, Harry Iqbal.
Harry Iqbal said by Leonard. Okay, so watch out, guys. The next game he will be, you know, wearing the Gryffindor costume. Okay, speaking of scoring, Iqbal, you know, where we want to talk a little bit more about when you scored against Balestier 2 months ago, and you were quite emotional in that. Can you explain a little bit about that?
I think it's been a while after 1 year break, and then I think when I scored, it just flooded out. I think all those so-called setbacks I faced for that 1 year. Not many people know about my struggle at that point of time, but I think I just need that one goal to let it flood it out, and I can be happy again. So yeah.
Sometimes you just need that, Leonard, a bit of motivation, right? Okay, now I just want to ask you, you know, as a player, maybe a little bit of advice, Iqbal, to all the young kids who are watching you, maybe even follow you on social media. Like, what advice do you have for them? They want to become a professional player as well.
So I think the one thing advice that I want to give to young kids is to believe in your dreams. I started from zero. I played under the block. I played street soccer. So I always thought that I want to do something in football. So I tried. I mean, I believe in my dream. I believe in the ability that God has given me, and I just pursue it. So if you have a belief in football, you think you want to be a footballer, just go for it. Believe in yourself, and of course have the right support system around you. So yeah.
Leonard, I got to ask you, since you are always in the dressing room, who has the worst music taste in the dressing room? Who plays the worst music? Iqbal, I know he knows already someone, but you, can you please?
I mean, so far not bad lah. Hafiz always plays.
I think Hafiz, our goalkeeper, he's the DJ. He's the DJ in the changing room. I believe all keepers are the DJ so far. You know, last year we had Zufairuz, also the DJ of the dressing room, and this year, I mean, the speaker and all goes to Hafiz. So he's doing well. He's doing well
so far.
Yeah. He's the one who always remind me one day before match. No, man, don't forget the speakers. Don't forget the speakers.
So you are the one that brings the speakers, basically. Wow, are they big speakers? Or?
Just one that's good enough. Portable speaker, just good enough to blast the changing room.
Very good, and you do need that, you know, hype music, the hype man in the team. Okay, so before we go, I just want to say thank you for joining me today for SPL Social, both Leonard and Iqbal. Can we just get a message from you both to all the Geylang fans, maybe the Ultra Eagles, the ones who come to every game, support your, maybe Leonard first?
Right, for to the UE and everyone who supported Geylang, thank you very much again for all your support thus far. You know, always remember that no fans, no football.
That's a good one. Iqbal?
I think in terms of the players, you know, all of us are very appreciative of your support, and we hope to see you continue supporting us, and whether we win or lose, you know, you being there means a lot to us as players. So thank you so much for everything.
Well, those are very nice and motivational words, and you know, today I learned a lot from both Iqbal and our dear friend Leonard here. So thank you so much, guys, and all the best. Hopefully Geylang will finish with an AFC spot at the end of the season. And of course, let us know what you guys think of this episode, who you all want to see in the comments, and if you have messages for both of our guests today, let me know in the comments as well below. I'll see you guys next time.